Hello Chattanooga, here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, TVA has been cited again. Its Browns Ferry nuclear plant has been given the worst rating in the country by the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. This marks the 9th time in 3 years that TVA has been cited for violating safety standards at its nuclear reactors. The latest citation comes after an incident when a plant operator failed to follow proper procedures and the Browns Ferry reactor was shut down. TVA has asked for a meeting Wednesday to argue against the citation, which could lead to further safety inspections. A LaFayette police officer crashed his car into a teenage girl on a bike Tuesday night. Police say 16-year-old Nikki Watson didn't stop at an intersection and collided with a police cruiser driven by Lieutenant Robert Dunn. We're told that as the girl approached the stop sign, she found the brakes on the borrowed bike wouldn't work, and she wasn't wearing a helmet at the time. She's now in critical condition at Erlanger. Her family says she's got a bruised brain, a blood clot on her forehead, and a fractured leg. For the third straight year, U.S. News & World Report has ranked Erlanger Health System as one of Tennessee's 10 best hospitals. The magazine ranked Erlanger as high-performing in diabetes and endocrinology, among other specialties. Erlanger was the only Chattanooga hospital that made the list. Some big leadership changes have been announced at Memorial Healthcare. The system's 2 hospitals will now each have a different president, and CEO James Hobson will shred the president part of his title to focus on healthcare strategy. The 2 new presidents will focus on operations. Rick Napper has been named as president of Memorial Hospital, and Deb Moore will become president of the Hickson branch. A 29-year-old man faces 7 counts of aggravated assault after police say he pointed an airsoft gun at his neighbors, including several young children. The incident started when a woman knocked on his door to ask him a question. Police say Joseph Kagombi told her that she woke him up and then brandished the gun and pointed it at the woman's head. Police say he then pointed the gun at an 11-year-old boy, an 8-year-old girl, and a 3-year-old girl nearby and told them they were going to die. Police say he also threatened officers on the way to jail. It's been 1 week since a flash flood rocked South Pittsburgh. State agencies toured the flood damage on Wednesday. FEMA says there isn't enough damage to give federal aid, and state officials can't say if they'll be able to bring any relief money. Meanwhile, mold is growing in homes, and many families lost their vehicles to the disaster. The Moss Motors dealership lost 31 new cars to the flood, totaling up to $500,000 in damage. And officials say some of the flooding brought mud mixed with human excrement into people's homes. Right now, individuals and churches have stepped up to get the town back on its feet, but nobody knows how long that can last. Tea Party groups say they plan to protest against U.S. Senator Lamar Alexander on Saturday. The protests will happen while Alexander holds a Smyrna event honoring Tennessee GOP chairman. While activists are unhappy with Alexander over his recent votes, they've so far been unsuccessful in fielding a candidate to run against him in 2014. You may want to top off the gas in your car today. Gas prices are heading higher and quickly. The average price of gas is already up more than 15 cents from a week ago. Times Free Press finance columnist Chris Hopkins says odds are more pain is in store until July ends and kids get back to school. Given gasoline inventories and unrest in the Middle East, Hopkins says prices may rise another 10 cents in the next few weeks. Roll out the red carpet. More stars are coming to Chattanooga for this year's She Expo. TV Dr. Travis Stork and Days of Our Lives star Deidre Hall are joining Real Housewives star Caroline Manzo and Duck Dynasty's Kay Robertson. Hall will be taking photos and signing books, and Stork will talk and take audience questions. The expo is July 27th and 28th at the Chattanooga Convention Center. And finally, a major citywide film project kicks off today, and you'll have the chance to be a part of it. The Times Free Press is asking people around the city to record any part of their day today and upload it to YouTube with the title, One Day in Chattanooga. All the clips will be edited together into a short film that documents life in the city. You can find out more details at timesfreepress.com/oneday. And turning to weather, today will be partly sunny with a high near 93 degrees and a chance of showers after noon. The low tonight will be around 73. I'm Harrison Keeley. For more on these stories and updates throughout the day, follow us on Facebook and visit timesfreepress.com.